Yellow, everybody. It's Wednesday, March 25th, 2026. Coming to you live from Nashville, Tennessee on the east side. I'm your host, as always, Xander B. And we've got a lot to talk about today. Keeping it short, keeping it sweet, keeping it on time, according to the graphic today, finally. This will drop at 6 p.m. Central Time. And we've got a big card for the Houston Open. We've got an interesting dream golf pairing for the day. We've got our second chance brackets. March Madness starts back up tomorrow. And we've got our TGL Tiger fail situation that we'll start off with. And might as well just jump right into it. Last night, El Tigre, Tiger Woods, Eldrick, Tiger Woods played competitive golf, quote unquote. He took full cuts. That's all we care about. Took full cuts. Was able to walk to the green. How about that? No, but looked good. A lot of media coming out um, in regards to his warm up session. Looks like he was full go, and obviously with the Masters only 2.5 weeks out, and that is his goal every single year to play the Masters as long as he's eligible. I guess I should say physically capable, is what he says. So we get Tiger Woods last night, and fun. I've been a proponent of TGL myself. If you just take it for what it is, it's fine. It's fun. It's hour and a half of seeing these professional golfers rip sims and not overcomplicate it. Shot clock, got the hammer game. It's only 15 holes. Holes are a little gimmicky. They're obviously trying to make it for a younger audience to get involved in professional game and fandom. So take that with a grain of salt for sure. But get to see Tiger hit driver stingers on a hole. You're doing something right. But anyway, if you're unfamiliar, this was the championship last night. Tiger comes off the bench first time this season because his team is down 1-0, potential 3-game series, and it falls right on its face. They lose by hole 10. Tiger doesn't even get to play a singles match play. He was the anchor versus Tommy Fleetwood. And this LAGC club, Thigala, Rose, and Fleetwood, who, by the way, their other player was Morikawa. And like, who's picking these teams? I mean, Rose and Fleetwood are 3 and 4. Morikawa, I think, is number 5 in the world. And then Thigala is kind of coming back. But no offense to some of these other guys, but you got guys like Clanton and Shipley and Tom Kim and Kevin Kisner and Max Homa on teams. It's like, who's picking these teams? Can we get a redraft league, please? Anyway, Tiger doesn't even get the showdown. They do alternate shot for the first 9 holes. He missed a bunny, hard lip out, but what are you going to judge on these greens? But overall, definitely not what they wanted to see for sure. You got back-to-back time slots. They would have played game 3 right after, and you're handshaking after 10 when you have Tiger Woods ready to go. How are you not juicing the simulators for game 1? The amount of engagement it would have garnered if you've got like this Jupiter team sticking every single shot, juicing 400-yard drives, whatever. How do you not juice it to push it to game 3 and level the playing field and whatever? You get there to game 3, you get more Tiger, you get more golf. Stunning. Stunning end to what we feel like we barely got. So now all eyes are on the Masters. Odds have him at 150 to 1 to win. And DK shows where you can bet. Like, who else has bet the same? They boosted it up to 150. 2,000 people have already clicked that. Oh, oh, guys. Guys. I know people are going to say, well, if I want to throw a 10 on it, you know what? That's fair. And I imagine that's what most of those clicks are. You want to throw 10 bucks on to watch your hero play and potentially win 1,500, more power to you. He's not winning any golf tournaments unless he's a full-time player or at least a part-time regular player. The make the cut bet is going to be the sweat bet that we're going to be watching after. Like to see a little bit more action out of him leading up, but I don't even know what the hell that would mean. Get some footage of him on the home course. Maybe see him walking. That's going to be the biggest thing about Tiger's future. Obviously, he's going to be able to ride on the senior tour, and he said he intends to play on that tour as he heals. Looks like he's healed. So by the end of the year, I would expect we'd have multiple Tiger Woods senior tour events. Boy, oh boy, are they going to be getting record crowds there. That's going to be unbelievable. Must see TV. It's 3 round as well, 3 round tournaments. So that's going to be good. But overall, fail last night. Let's just hope he plays the Masters. Want to note, look at this cute little picture here. The champs, Fleetwood, Rose, Thigala. There's a champs hat, LAGC. I saw someone. Does Fleetwood wear that hat for his next tournament if he plays in Texas next week, or is that his hat at the Masters? The TGL champion hat. I mean, all the live guys that play in the majors, they wear their little team logos, cute little logos. Tommy should rep the champs. I mean, come on, hot off the presses. Let's get Fleetwood LAGC gear on the grounds at Augusta. Is that a lifetime ban if he wears that? Unbelievable. All right, that's enough TGL. I'd say 8 minutes of it. Pretty good, but more or less on Tiger. Second chance bracket time. ESPN runs this. DraftKings has a few pools listed. Zoom in here. Oh no. Here we go. Basically, you just fill out Sweet 16 and on. The pool that we filled out last week, middling. Middling. We do have St. John's going to the Final Four, very alive. And with all the chalk that's been erased, I'm sorry, that's continued through, is potentially going to get erased. There's a shot that only one seed gets through, maybe less. I think St. John's beats Duke. Duke looks like trash. They don't have the physicality for being big. Boozer, good player, both of them. Cameron obviously much better, but soft. Etchafor gonna dominate. St. John's wins. Michigan State UConn's a little different. Fears has been dominant. They have had a decent road to kind of look maybe much more intimidating than they actually are as a team. And UConn getting steam rolling here. That's going to be a good game, but UConn has to take it, right? That's a dangerous. opposition with UConn sitting in the Elite Eight and Hurley. 3 and 4 years would be nuts in college basketball, and they could definitely do it. So that rematch, St. John's won in the conference championship. I believe they split. Let's see here. Yeah. So UConn's actually 1-2. Tough to beat a team 3 times, St. John's. Tough to beat a team 3 times. When you got a guy like Terrace Reed getting 20 plus rebounds in a game, freak. UConn goes to the Final Four. Up top, man, Iowa, Nebraska. Honorary punt coming out of the tunnel. Everyone is stacked on Nebraska. All the money. I mean, this is just a toss-up, right? When you have 2 teams like this from the same conference, 2-point spread, Brennan Sturts, take Sturts over Stanford or Mast, like, any day of the week. They split the series in the season. 57-52 would be hilarious for national TV. I just think this Iowa team has it. Just needed that get over that McCaffrey hump. Iowa, Houston, in Houston. Listen, this could be a national championship game against Illinois. Houston's swarming defense and Calvin Sampson. I just think something special, and then they should roll Iowa. They should roll Iowa. Arizona, Arkansas. Here's where we talk about upset city. Here's where the chalk gets erased. Love Arkansas in this game. 8.5-point dogs open up 9.5-point dogs. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. Acuff is going to be MOP. It's uh it's a Cinderella story of an individual player. How about that? A guard carrying his team past a gauntlet. And I think Arkansas advances. Arizona chokes again. And then Texas, man, talk about an ugly ass team just finding ways to win from the play in to the last seconds. I just don't see Purdue and Painter in March just don't click. And if there's going to be one big Cinderella story, a big seed, it's going to be Texas. So that's the only one left. Then Arkansas just boat races them. Boat races them. A cup too much. No rest. They whooped them, boat raced them earlier this year. That's it. Arkansas is in the Final Four. And obviously talked about touting Michigan a lot. Alabama's hot streak cools down on the long rest. We've got Michigan beating Bama, Tennessee fraudulent. 2 fraudulent SEC teams here that are just going to get pummeled by good basketball teams. And then it's all dependent on whether or not Jefferson can go. And if Jefferson can't go, we're talking an absolute drubbing in the Elite Eight. Josh Jefferson's status, own producer. We got to look this up on the fly. Looks like hopes to return Sweet 16. I mean, if nothing's broken, then you gotta. There's enough medical advancement to help a sprained ankle. High sprain's tough, but you got to play through that. Closer game if he plays. Still think Michigan gets it done. So we've got UConn, Houston, Michigan, Arkansas in our second chance. Final Four in Indianapolis. Let's start probably game one. UConn, Houston, 2 teams that are familiar in this spot the last couple years. Kelvin Sampson draws up the perfect Hurley stopper. Houston gets through. Acuff and Arkansas don't have enough size. They are stopped by Michigan. And getting their lick back from a year ago, blowing 12-point lead in the national championship, Houston Cougars are your national champions on April 6th. Was hoping to bet them with Scotty Scheffler this week. That sucks. That sucks. 148. There we go. That's our second chance brackets. Let's see here. Now you're going to see 25 there. Yeah, apparently this is real shady. You have to fill out all 25 entries for a chance to win their for a chance to win their uh any sort of prizes that are offered by this tournament. So just went through and clicked a bunch of smart brackets. Just had the computer create about 23 of these and I just made 2 of them. So, yeah, don't forget to fill out 25 brackets to be eligible. It's insane. It's stupid, but after seeing that story of the kid that finished technically first last year, didn't fill out all of his brackets, didn't get paid out. Pathetic legal jargon. But if you've been a long-time listener of this, you'd know that these contests do pay out. CBS paid me out 1,000 for just picking college football games in a week. So it can be done. Can be done. Houston cuts down the nets. And then we go from one shining moment to Georgia. 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 Thomas Rhett. I mean, what are they doing reinventing the wheel? Come on. Why do we need Thomas Rhett singing fucking Georgia on my mind? Just unfucking believable. Don't need to change anything. ESPN can't get out of its own fucking way. All right. Back to golf. Look at that beautiful. That's Memorial Park. Memorial Park, where we're going to be playing this week. It's a nice little hole there, par 5. This week in making your own golf foursome pairings, Texas forever. We're on the Texas swing. Iconic Texas figures. A lot to choose from here. Board is wide open. You could go with the Hyde Park trilogy, or not Highland Park trilogy. Did you know Matt Stafford and Clayton Kershaw went to the same high school at the same time? Did you know that? Unreal. And did you know Scotty Scheffler also went to that years later? So that could be a little foursome for you right there. Get out on the course, a couple decent athletes in there. But then you got a few others on mine. Man, if you're a huge Apple TV original show series involving golf, Stick. Get Owen Wilson out there. Man, that would be solid. What a great golf show that is, huh? Right up there with all the greats. If you want a little height, if you want a little tee advantage, Brittany Griner, I know fan favorite. Got to be able to put a little oomph into that ball from up there in the front tees. Griner could be good. Who else we got? Eisenhower. We're talking presidents. Obviously, you got Jordan Spieth, KD. There's a lot of Texas connections throughout the history of sports. Saw Michael Johnson was on there. How about Michael? Come on. Fast as hell. But I went a different route. Boy, did I go a different route. So let's talk about it. Dream Golf Foursome, Texas Forever. Boom. They absolutely dwarfed McConaughey. I mean, this is a just a rob job of McConaughey. He's got to be like 5'2" in this picture. By they, I mean AI, a non-existent being. Anyway, so yeah, McConaughey on the far right. That's the obvious one. Taking a look at this, no chance you get the first one. The hat might give it away, and the number. Booby Miles. Give Booby the ball. Give Booby the club. He'll hit it. I mean, Booby Miles would be a great partner. We talk about this exercise all the time. And it's not just about the game of golf. It's about everything surrounding it. Booby Miles, McConaughey would be incredible. And then who's that old guy in the middle? Well, LBJ himself. Bit of a failing upward story, getting all the way to President of the United States, sworn in on Air Force One. That would be a situation of, yeah, we're signing the NDAs and we're getting some stories on the course. Talking shop with the group. We're talking shop with the group. We're getting some conspiracies out, having a couple cigars, a couple beers on the course, and we're letting LBJ rip a couple. Absolutely rip a couple. McConaughey, I mean, anything involved with Texas and McConaughey, just all-time cool guy. Don't know if he plays golf really, but we're not trying to win. This group is not particularly going to come in low in the scramble. This is a get us out on a country club type group and chop it up type group. This is not a pro-am foursome group. So there it is. Booby Miles, LBJ, not LeBron James, Lyndon B. Johnson, and Matthew McConaughey is Texas Forever golf foursome pairing. All right, that's fun. Always love doing that. Love to hear what yours are. Comment it. YouTube. Go to YouTube to see this. Spotify will still post it, but go to YouTube. All right, let's talk Houston Open, shall we? Let's talk the Houston Open golf tournament. Kicks off tomorrow. Full field event. Talked a little bit about it on Monday's show. So we're going to talk more into what I'm looking at here. So we'll go to the model real quick. And then we will go to the card because we've got two cards this week. Big cards, like the field. I like the advantages available to some of these guys. And with Scotty being out, Scotty WDs, congrats to him. They're having their baby this week. Seems like that is the case. Nothing official yet. But definitely wishing the Schefflers the best. Happy and healthy family. And we will see them at Augusta. So the rest of the field is here to play. Odds, good on the books. Didn't really nerf all the odds. Seems like more of the longer shot guys got nerfed comparative to the guys up top. Minwoo and Goddard kind of stayed untouched. So yeah, let me go ahead and share this. BetSperts, custom results. The fuck is this? There we go. All right. So we go to create model here. Houston Open recent. So here's what I pulled for my model. Around the green is going to be big. A little bit of approach bucket. And then a mixture of off the tee Ooh, spitting all over. Make sure of off the tee driving distance. I want a very small bucket of big drives, 320 plus, just very small. Just want to see it out. And then making putts outside 10 feet, scrambling around the green proximity in the short grass. The rough is going to be very, very short this week. Ball speed, bogey avoidance, and birdie or better is always a great combination to review. Obviously those fluctuate week to week, but guys that you're seeing make the cut, get your place bets, and put yourself in winning position. Definitely going to avoid those bogeys for sure. So, can we open this model up? Yes, we can. All right, Jake, the three favorites top the list. I'm a recent guy. This is looking back the last 24 rounds. Love the recency, the look. I mean, golf is just such a hot, cold situation. All these guys are professionals. Recent form means a ton. Jake Knapp, Minwoo Lee, Chris Scott are up top three. No surprise there. Jesper Svensson, big time what if guy. Plays well on the DP World Tour. For whatever reason, doesn't pan out to the PGA right now. Cut, T8, cut. And T8's in Puerto Rico, not even a real tournament, secondary tournament. So maybe call it a little bit of the yips, call it whatever you'd like, but kind of a similar bucket situation to Zach Blair popping last week for us. I don't trust it. My eyes don't trust the numbers. So it's an avoid for me, and he's going to win by 5. So congrats to the Swede there. Ryan Fox, pretty popular, a little bit down the board. Keith Mitchell, we'll see. All right, so Willie Z, very interesting case here. He pops up at number 8 on the model. He's on my card, and I'll tell you why. Because I almost missed out on Sung Jae last week. This is the same exact bucket. Him being here may be a little dangerous for the wallet, but he's what I want to see in a buy low situation. He's a unbelievable talent. Him, all systems go, is easily top 10, even maybe top 7 talent on tour. But obviously his back issues the last couple seasons have really hindered that and hasn't really shown back to his contention form from 3 years ago. He hasn't played since the Farmers. Crazy. He missed all of Florida. WD'd from Cognizant. Cut at the Farmers, T18 in American Express, and then PGA Championship was when he got hurt. I am buying on him this week simply because I trust these professionals to work out the kinks in that long of time off. It's easy to say they needed a week off when you're talking about someone that may have just been blowing tee shots off the map or just maybe putting it off the green. But like as we've talked about before, there's only so many days in the week, and then all the obligations you have leading up to the tournament, and then there's really not that much time before we get to Thursday morning tee times that you could truly tweak and adjust what you need to tweak and adjust. I'm betting on him being all systems go after that short layoff. I mean, that is what, January 31st. So the last time he played was February 1st. I mean, barely. What is that? Just kind of barely lost strokes everywhere. It's fine. So the last time he played was February 1st. cut. We're not going to go like an hour into Willie Z stealing, but field like this, course conditions like this, all he's got to do is see one roll in on that first nine, and then he's able to get the ball rolling. So Willie Z, Adam Scott. I like Scott's form. How can you not? He's going to be kind of lowly owned. And crazily enough, like players, yeah, he didn't have a good weekend. But like T11, or he was fully in the Genesis. And Farmers, American Express, Sony. I mean, he's just been a T degree monster at his age. I have him in placement. I just don't see him winning. But I see him easily there on the weekend contending. Thor looks like the most tipped guy this week. Brooks is going to be highly owned. It's on my card with Scotty being out. Rasmus looked as pretty popular this week. Both the Hoygaards are. Dumont refused to ever bet this guy after his performance last week. Triples number one and then completely halts the tournament. Almost completely spoils Fitzpatrick. Figure it out, buddy. Shooter Sean, everyone's favorite Canadian. You have to wonder where his headspace is. Why did he withdraw last week? Did he withdraw to find a financial advisor and figure out what to do with the 900,000 deposited in the bank on Wednesday after his solo fifth at the Players? Or did he withdraw to shut down Toronto and party all week celebrating his incredible feat? I doubt it's the latter. Don't really know. But he's a he's a favorite, I should say, in this range, 7,600 range, in the lower range for outrights. Oh, where did he actually go? 7,200. So that's interesting. See if we can get yeah, DFS optimizer. See if that can show us some ownership. Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, here we go. Oh no. Oh, here we go. Here's ownership. So, oh, okay. Right at 10% for a guy low 7,000s. All right, I still like that. I can buy a Shooter Sean on that. Definitely buy him on that, even though this does not have him projected very well. Oh boy. Okay. Oh, sorry. Was on this tab here. BetSperts Golf. Give it a try. I think we talked about it for the Players. They're running some pretty good deals to get you in for the season, so definitely worth a shot. You know, Rick Run Good and BetSperts, they both have their pros. So right now, I just keep them both, and if one of them just ends up gathering the pros from what's best in each one, then I'll end up just taking that one. Do not want to overcomplicate it with like a fire hose method, though. Too much data can be bad. So find your model, click on the guys, make sure your eyes aren't deceiving you, and then just go with it. Trust your gut. Wyndham, kind of a favorite this week. I don't know. I feel like he'll be a pest. He's kind of figured it out with the driver. I have him in a first round top 10 bet. Where's he at? Yeah, cut at the Valspar, but he's just been making cuts and just hanging around. It's tee to green game. He's been gaining strokes tee to green. Just around the green's been an issue. So we'll see. And putting has been his biggest issue, obviously. Notoriously bad putter. So that's what we're seeing. Like we've talked about before, there's a lot of value in this like top 30. 14 slot has produced a couple winners. Last week, I think Fitzpatrick was number 10, I believe. Week before, Cam Young was 14th. So there's definitely value here in your longer shot guys. Marty Doe, Michael Brennan, just takes 4 days. Steven Yeager's won, beat Scotty as well. I like Yeager this week. The Gim Reaper played pretty well last week or 2 weeks ago. No, 3 weeks ago. Cognizant. Thigala, he's a wait and see guy. He could be a live bet option for sure. I like his game a lot, but I've watched him in multiple featured groups and on a course where you can't really get penalized for missing off the tee, he will find a way to get penalized for missing off the tee. I mean, that's how bad his misses are this year. And they're minimizing for sure. But Thigala, keep him at an arm's length for now. Cootie, much more of his core style. He's been getting fucking eaten up in these tougher Florida courses. Get him more wide open. I like Cootie this week. Finau, we've talked about on Monday. I'm ready to buy in on Finau. I think he's just very connected to Augusta. Not to put too much pressure on him, but he's going to need to win this week or next week. Maybe a top 3 finish can get it done, but with other players also gaining world golf ranking points. I'm not going to crunch all those numbers because I truly don't care that much. I just know a win is in. First of all, because you're automatically in. And then second of all, I think it would get him into the top 50. So we'll see. How Tung, big player off the tee. Could be a buy low for How Tung, as you'll see. Stay away from Taylor Pendrith. He'll pop on your models, but end of the day, you got to put the ball in the hole. And he might as well be putting with just chopsticks because he's not putting the ball in the hole. He's getting it to near the hole, but when it comes to putting it in the hole, trouble. We get a For Him sponsorship for his putting. Kiefer, interesting. These young guys, Lipsky obviously really well last week, just not far off the tee. The guys with big distance have shown to win this tournament. So that's my model that I like for this week. Let's talk card, baby. Let's talk card. Oh, that's props. Let's go big numbers first. Outrights. Sprinkled the board. I sprinkled the board because Scotty's out, and that's what I'd said I'd do. I've got 2 up top, and then everyone else is low, mid tier, and long shot. So it looks like a lot of guys, but actually less. This is the least amount of units we've placed on outrights this season. So up top, I'm taking Knapp and Brooks. Need a first round out of Brooks. He's been stalling first rounds. Last week, just completely sporadic. Par 71, he shoots 371s and 67 on Friday. So need some consistency scoring out of Brooks, Knapp. First time back since the Players. I like rested Knapp. Compares well to Mexico. This tournament does. That's where he got his first win. Plays well on courses like this, obviously. Dominates par 5s. Foreshadowing. Jagerbomb, Finau, talked about them. Like them. Woodland. Woodland is interesting. He might be in the same boat as Adam Scott, where I just talked about, maybe Scott is more of a placement. Does he have his form is really good, but can he win? Can he push it above to win? And it might be a we missed the outright and hit the play, but I'm gonna take a risk on Woodland, and I'll tell you why. Let me pull it up here. Where the fuck is it? Oh no. Oh, it'd be under screenshots. Yeah, here we go. Because what you're seeing on your screen now is Gemini's favorite bets this week: Goddard, Kepka, Jaeger, Yellow Miraju, and Woodland. And I would normally say this is poppycock. Everyone would be pulling AI bets if they were winning all the time. Well, I've been running a top 5 every week. I've been pushing it to dig deeper. In the last 2 weeks, it's given Cam Young and Matt Fitzpatrick in its top 5, and in the players, it also gave a Oberg. I ran it with all the others. They're nowhere close. They just stick to the favorites. Gemini might be a golf sharp. So we're going to continue to monitor the situation. But if Gemini goes 3 for 3, there's just no need for research. It's just going to be Gemini and go on with my week. Just place the bets, collect the money on Sunday, and retire by the end of the year, right? So watch out for Gemini. I'll keep you posted. So Woodland's on the card because of that. Zalatoris 150 to 1, 3 places. Told you had to get in on it early. Could be buying way too early, could slam the trunk and be 8 over for all I know. And then Ventura, big off the tee, makes a lot of birdies. Obviously, a long shot like this gonna have some areas for improvement. But this is a tournament that could be won like that. So we'll see. Place bets, like I said, this is where Scott gets in. Cootie gets in. I just want to see Cootie round into form before I bet him to win again. Jordan Smith, Englishman, played really well last week. Game is set up to play well here. I like it top 10 plus 460. Finau plus 225. And then Marty Doe plus 500 to be top 20. So those are the placement bets. First round leaders. Ryan Gerard was a first round leader last week. His game, if he can just get an average around the green game, he's going to be in contention on Sunday. His game plays really well for this course. I took Rasmus Højgaard. Both the Højgaards pop well here, 60 to 1. Jaeger, so maybe I should place a first round lead and win bet. I'm sure those odds are probably like 200 to 1. I'm going to take him here. Might do that. Michael Brennan, talked about him. Not sure if he can put 4 rounds together, but his attributes for this course pop very well. Same with Hao Tung Lee, 90 to 1, and then Ventura, 110 to 1. All right, let's talk props and let's get out of here. Props, I've got 5 tournament matchups. They're back. Knapp over Burns. Just don't trust Burns' game right now. It's top 10 miscut. Top 10 miscut. No, thank you. Adam Scott over Shane Lowry. Told you how much I love Scott. That's a double down on that. So 2 units on that. Jaeger over Thigala. Already said my piece about both of them. And Jaeger's plus money, we're taking him. Cootie over Pendrith. You know the drill. We're doubling up on that one. And then Finau over Patrick Rogers. This is a big time. They got me. Rogers is probably going to win that bet. Finau slams his trunk, loses all my bets. But that matchup has no business being minus 114 for Finau. All right, we've got 2 parlays and then our birdie all par fives. God, I love this card. Round 1 top 10 parlay, 2 golfers. I've got 2 parlays, 2 golfers in each. Got her up in Wyndham, 36 to 1, and then Knapp and Finau, 43 to 1. These are first round top 10 parlays. So those could get you paid out on Thursday, basically outright numbers. Putting a half unit on each. We got a 5-player top 30 parlay. This is with ties on DK. Cootie, Kepka, Woodland, Finau, Fox, 55 to 1. That's a top 30 parlay, not top 20, top 30. And then we've got the birdie all par fives is back this week. Very excited. It's a little nerfed compared to what we've been winning on because there's only 3 par fives on this course, but there's still some good odds. We're going Yellow Wolf. Okay, Yellow Miraju. 8 to 1. Dan Brown. This is digging deep. Look at the stats. Guy goes for par fives. Guy plays well on long, long courses. Need 3 holes, and we get 9 to 1 odds. Knapp, he almost birdied every single par 5 last year. Went 10 of 12. So gotta rip him plus 630. And then Adam Scott plus 690. Just like his game on par 5s and like everything about his game right now. So there's the cards always posted to X Sports HQ. Exciting weekend. Rounding. We're so close to Augusta. Can you feel it? I can. All right. Can't wait. Hopefully, we'll be talking to you after cashing a few first rounds and then a couple outrights. Let's have a weekend. Huh? It's getting beautiful out. Let's have a weekend. Cash some extra money for yourself. Take the wife out for a nice couple drinks on a patio. All right. We'll see you Monday. Bye. Love you.